Oh my God. Hello, you guys. Welcome to Becoming You podcast, the space for connecting, reflecting, and story times. This motivation platform includes tips and tricks to level up and get consistent while still having a girl talk type of vibe. We are here to help fix the root of all problems. So we just want to thank you for tuning in. Now let's get into today's episode. What is up, you guys? It is the Becoming You podcast where we literally talk about all things in reference to becoming your best self. I'm so happy that you all tuned back in into another podcast with your girl. Yeah, as y'all can see, I'm loosening it up just a little bit. Not too much, y'all. Not too much. But I am definitely loosening up and just getting a feel of this whole podcast thing, which is extremely new for me. And again, although I am a girl who can talk a lot, being in a podcast and recording and having these different topics on things that interest me but still trying to reach my target audience is a little tedious, because you're like, okay, am I going to be giving them enough that's going to make them come back? But I just want to take the time to say, I don't know if you guys are sharing the word or if it's just the analytic system behind the scene, y'all, but your girl is literally within 30 days over 1,000 different views. So we are like, yes. I am so freaking excited. I cannot believe that within 30 days, like, podcast ain't even really did nothing yet, for real. And your girl literally already have amazing people that is stumbling across my podcast. So with that, I am so grateful. I thank God for that, and just being able to say, okay, they hear me. I really am looking forward to, in the future, getting an visual of me so that you guys can kind of not just have to listen, but sometimes be able to see me physically in the actual flesh. I think it'll just give me a little more personality, and also just give you guys a little more in depth of who you guys are listening to, who I am. But if you guys are new here, do not forget to follow us at I am Bougie, BOUGIE, 2 underscores. And yeah, we have a little podcast channel within that page that we're building a community with, for us to just stay intact, stay motivated, and flourish to our best self. Okay, so yes, you guys. Now, today's podcast isn't necessarily about anything in particular, but there is a few things that's just been kind of doogling me a little bit in reference of, doing the podcast, trying to get constructive with, okay, the topics that we're going to do for the week in reference to the podcast that we did, and just kind of hold topic conversations or maybe go live and stuff like that. And I'm just not really certain on the full layout on how I want to present myself on social media when it comes to this podcast and the actual aftermath of it. So with that, you guys, I'm just trying to take 2 steps back so that we can take a full 5 forward, and making sure that the production side of it is beneficial for my up and coming community. So with that, you guys, I've just been doing a lot of back end work, and let me just be 100% honest with you all. Your girl has not been on her best P's and Q's. And I know that although I speak highly on just being motivated and being consistent and having a routine, I am very much so still normal. I am still a human. And I am a mom of 3, might I add. So it gets a little tedious sometimes. But you guys, your girl has been in like a cycle of don't want to do it. Am I doing this for the right purpose? Feeling like me doing this is a good thing because it's something that I want to do, but not having that place to go to pull from that fire burning of, effort, and wanting to have this as an accomplishment. And yes, this is a goal, but like, again, not feeling that fire at the base of everything, and it's caused me to be doubtful. It's caused me to be fearful. It's caused me to think of every little problem that you can possibly think of while trying to maintain a business. And this podcast on top of that, while still being a mom. So you guys, your girl has been over here super, I don't want to call it overwhelmed, but just overwhelmed in a sense of which direction do I go, which is causing me to be stuck. So when I tell you guys that I'm trying to figure out that presence that I want to create on social media, the email functions that I want to get into for you guys, like, it's just a lot of different things that makes it super overwhelming. And I do a lot of this stuff on my own, and trying to create this team where I have someone to do this and someone to do that is still in the works, because this is something that's very new for me, branching off and creating all these different categories of Bougie Brand Studio. So you guys, I'm stuck. Your girl is actually kind of stuck, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but sometimes it just means that you have to take a step back and reiterate exactly what you're doing, what you're trying to do, and then the ultimate goal. Remember that little flame that was your why and what started it, of course, and for me, I just feel like a lot of people do not get the presence of me, and I do want to be a little more social, and I do want to be a little more open with me, my life stories, things that I do to make myself better on a day-to-day, things that also help me as far as me being a mom and doing day-to-day things in reference to a routine that keeps us functional around the house. Let me tell y'all, this is not easy, okay? Being a mom, single mom, this is not the easy part of it, but it is something that I have to get in order. So with just being overwhelmed, it's allowing me to get back to the root of things and create this space of what is the routine? Where is the structure? And being so overwhelmed and falling completely absent of my task caused me to lack the consistency of my routine. And with lacking that routine, it literally got me all over the place. There's no structure right now for me. There's no structure, y'all. Your girl don't have no structure. And although I'm working towards it, one thing that I'm doing though is initiating to friends and family that I talk to a lot, letting them know hey, your girl is gonna be absent a little bit. Don't take it personal. It's nothing personal at all. It's just that I have to get back into my routine of doing things that is beneficial for me, that's gonna get me closer to my goals so that I can reach them. It's already May, you guys, and we need to make sure that we are not slacking, getting lazy, literally finding our, oh my God, this isn't working, and just canceling everything. And I was there. I wanted to literally just stop. And I'm like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this no more. And I had to go to a place of just reminding myself, no. And it's a little overwhelming or whatever the case may be, but I'm literally at the drawing board and I'm removing all things that is a distraction. And some of the distractions is sitting on the phone, talking and laughing and giggling, but not doing anything productive. It's also me getting into a routine of my daily eats, things that I'm putting into my body. That is literally not what I was doing before, and I'm slacking on those ends. And it's also causing me to fall short when it's time to get up and be productive. I'm lazy. I don't want to do nothing. The sugar is wearing me down. Me thinking that I'm getting this coffee to help me, but in all actuality, it's making me crash. And I'm like, I need a nap. So it's literally just me getting back to this drawing board so that I can reinvent myself in a positive manner. And with inventing myself in this positive matter, I am also trying to create a space where I am praying more and going into my readings of the Bible and studying the word and, really trying to better my overall presence and enhance my perspective of life and what God wants for me. It's not something that I've been doing consistently, but it is an ultimate goal because I do feel like that will help me with my leverage of all of these different things that I'm doing. So yes, I am putting God first. I am putting God first in the things that I am doing because I know that helps me with a lot of things as far as my structure, building it properly, and keeping it, for the long haul. So yeah, you guys, today is literally, well, I'm gonna honestly say like 2 days ago. So like earlier this week, I decided to, go into my new planner and go back into my 12-week year in my GoodNotes. And I also have a planner that gives me more so of a day-to-day breakdown hourly. So right now I'm creating a routine, things that I really want to knock out throughout the door, y'all. No, y'all, not throughout the door. Literally things that I want to knock out off of my list. Okay, so I have a list of things that I'm trying to do. So it's like, yeah, we got to knock these things off. And I want to have it for like 10 o'clock I'm doing this, 12 o'clock I'm doing that. And then I also have the meal planning, really not necessarily to like meal prep and have it in a container and ready to eat. I do kind of still want to take the time to cook every day. I don't think I'm that busy yet to where I need to meal plan. I think I have enough time in the day to where I can knock some of these things out and still prepare dinner for my family. So with that, I'm trying to see if there's something else that I have in this planner that I'm doing besides really just trying to narrow down some of these goals. Nope, I think that's really it. I really want to get, again, like I said, into my Bible studying more. So that's my day-to-day. This yoga and workout stuff, y'all know the summertime coming up. And baby, part of becoming you is getting into that space of fitness, looking good, smelling good, y'all. And let me just say, lately, oh my God, like the smell, the fragrances, the perfumes, the body butters, y'all, the oils, your girl is obsessing. Like, I'm not usually one who's really quick to pick up a perfume bottle in Ulta or Sephora. I'm the girl that likes to buy facial products. So usually I'm leaning more towards a facial self-care type of vibe, not necessarily the smell good appearance self-care part of it. So I'm into the body scrubs. I'm into this when it comes to like feet care, underarm care, face care, hair care. Y'all, your girl don't be on the smells. So as of lately, y'all, I have been obsessing over buying fragrances and layering them. Y'all, moment of silence, because child, why ain't nobody tell me that fragrances, especially if you are layering them, is a game changer? Y'all, when I say I get dressed or late at night before bed, y'all, I have this new EOS body butter that I mix up with my Shea Moisture hibiscus body oil, baby, and put a little squirt of the Gucci Flora. Y'all, oh my God. Now, if you need a visual of the fragrances, the body butters, the oils, and the self-care combos and layerings that I'm doing, I'm literally on Lemonade. And I don't know if a lot of people is using Lemonade or is knowledgeable of it, but to me, I think it's gonna kind of be like the new feel of Pinterest and TikTok put together. But it gives such an amazing aesthetic vibe. It puts you on in reference to food, clothes, health, like y'all, fragrances, anything, everything you can think of. It's literally posted on Lemonade. So I've been presenting myself there a little bit, and I absolutely love it, to the point that I'm barely even on Instagram, because with the Lemonade, it's not, you get caught up in the scrolling process. And that's really something with this reinventing routine thing that I'm really trying to get out of the sit and scroll method, y'all. It is toxic. It is not okay. And it makes you completely at a standstill. You're not moving your body. You're not doing anything productive. You're just stuck. And I literally was going through that. So me not being present on social media has a lot to do with that too. But I need to have it to where my systems, again, is back set up on Later. Which, if you guys don't know what Later is, it's an app that you use to pre-plan your posts, so you're not taking time out of your day to post consistently every day. It's on a schedule, it's on a time, you have all your captions, your hashtags on there, and it does it automatically for you. So I am on Lemonade. Let me find my Lemonade page so I can tell you guys what my name is on there, because I don't know. Oh, it's just Bougie Brand. So it's BOUGIE BRAND, Bougie Brand, you guys. And there is where I would have these visuals of my 24-hour EOS lotion, or the oils and the perfume combos that I'm doing, right? So this is something that I've been into, but like I said, it's finna be the summertime, y'all. And part of becoming you is about your inner, but it's also your outer too. So we're working on inner and outer routine, consistency, and just overall leveling up into your best self. Okay, so with me, y'all, your girl done gained about 10 pounds, maybe 15. Don't tell nobody. So with me having this 10-15 pounds added on to me, I used to be a yoga girl. I was extremely big on my yoga routine. Like, I would get up every day, I would do my yoga, I would do some type of workout where I'm lifting some dumbbells, and it would just keep me in that do something to move type of mindset. And that yoga was so beneficial for me because it kept my muscles stretched. It kept me with the proper movement and the joint movement that I needed to just, have a youthful body, because your girl is in her 30s. I'm 35, you guys. So being 35 and just aging, like, you want to keep that movement happening in your body so that you don't stiffen up, so that you ain't, getting old and barely raising your arm. You want to stay moving. So with that, I'm just like, okay, the summertime is getting here. I've been slacking. I've been sitting. I've been scrolling. I've been unstuck. I'm getting out of that mode. I'm becoming my best self. I'm gonna not always be in that high end mental momentum, but when I see that I'm slacking, I'm like, girl, you slacking. This isn't it. We are over here helping girls create their ultimate life, but I can't fake the funk. Like, I'm just over here living my best life, a mama of 3, and I don't get worn out, and I don't get drained, or I don't get stuck. Y'all, I get stuck. But this is just giving me the opportunity to say, although I'm not at my best, I still know where I want to go. I still know what I want to do, and I'm going to do just that. So, baby, working out ain't a thing. It ain't that hard. Trust me. Even though it's like, oh, do you want to do this? I know I struggle. Even just doing yoga, y'all, I be struggling. Like, do I feel like stretching? Do I feel like bending over? Like, do I want to lift my leg up? No, but I know that it's going to get me to a place of that movement. Health wise, it's going to be better. It's going to help me tone. It's going to help me lose that weight that I want so I could fit these clothes, baby. Because we is coming outside this summer, y'all. I got some fragrances that I want to put on and go sit up at a nice bar with my girls and put on something cute, get something to eat. Y'all, go outside, go do some activities. Like, I'm trying to be that girl. Movie date, I do not care. Take me to Target. Take me to Target, and that is good enough for me. But baby, I'm going to be outside. I'm going to be outside, and that's just that. So y'all, we got a goal of about 10-15 pounds that we want to lose. We are definitely going to be racking up more on the fragrances. So I know y'all get to get in this atmosphere with me and comment and let me know. But y'all put me on. Go and follow me on Lemonade. Show y'all self on social media. Let me know that you guys are following me because of this podcast. Follow the podcast. Don't just listen. You guys, you have to follow. You have to follow me. That way you will also be notified when your girl is posting new content, which you know is every Friday. But even if you forgetting, it will always just be there to remind you. Okay. And in advance, thank you guys so much for following me and just being in tune with your girl on this journey of becoming us. Okay. So yes, y'all. Your girl's trying to lose a little bit of weight. I am super excited. I'm trying to see if there is any other goals that I have for myself. Oh yes, I got a little acne on my forehead. It ain't nothing major though, but your girl got a little bit of acne on her forehead, and it's just another little small thing that I'm trying to focus in on because again, the weather is breaking. I am here in the Texas atmosphere, and you guys, it's hot. Your girl is from Chicago, so we still got a little cool breeze here and there. Like, we still a little, so this hot weather it will be raining one day, smoking hot the next. You guys, I've been here almost 5 years and I'm still trying to get used to it, okay? But I know like I said, with the bettering of me, I've been slacking. I've been eating a lot of processed foods. I haven't been taking my daily vitamins like that. So your girl is like seeing the chaos on my skin. I am seeing that's not funny. Let me stop laughing because honestly, it's not funny, and it's not bad acne, but it's still a form of acne. Baby, we are 35. We can't keep putting listen, get it together, Monique. That's all I'm gonna say. Get it together, okay? But yes, y'all, we cannot be stepping outside with all this acne and blemishes and discoloration and hyperpigmentation on our skin. So we're just taking this moment, these last little couple of weeks, to reset, get back into routine, and get focused, okay? And it's okay to detach from your friends when you need to focus. I don't want you to feel like, oh, they're gonna think I'm acting funny, this and that. If they're your real friends, they're not gonna give a shit. They're not gonna care. They are genuinely going to be very understanding. They are going to rock and roll with you, okay? But if you're feeling like you need to take that break, just reach out to them. I know I did it today. And let them know, hey girl, love you. Your girl is needing to take a mental break, need to take a step back, pray for me in the midst of whatever the case may be, ... comma this, comma that, whatever. Send it. Call it a day. Send a message and get back to the drawing board. Write your stuff down. Figure out exactly what you need to do, what you want to do, those goals that you want to meet. And I always encourage you guys to get in tune with the 12-week year plan, because it is epic and it will literally have you on the up and ups. And yes, y'all, we be in a funk, but you have to switch up that mindset. You have to realize that you are in that funk and just go back to the mild, simple, not too much. Don't overwhelm yourself by doing so much in a day. Just take baby steps on getting back into motion, getting back into the flow of things that you once was doing, okay? Now, I'm trying to see if I want to create a atmosphere for us where we're all reading the same book, and I kind of have a small session within the podcast that we will just kind of talk about the book, what I'm getting from it, what you're getting from it, and then we will meet in the actual podcast channel within the Instagram page. If you aren't on the Instagram page, it's I am bougie __ and go to the top and just join the channel. That is for the podcast. We'll go in there and we'll have topics about everything under the sun, but we will have that moment where we can reflect about the podcast, what you're feeling, how you feeling about the book you're reading, what you're taking from it, or whatever the case may be. But I need the feedback to know if this is something that you guys will like. These will be motivational books that is inspiring, that help us just become better as far as our mindset, our goals, and our overall projection of life itself. Okay, so if you guys want that, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Go into the channel part of it, and then we'll chat there and we'll do a vote to see if you guys are in the, midst of the whole let's talk about it type of vibe when it comes to these books that I'm reading. Okay, as of currently, I am reading You're a Badass, and I literally only got to chapter 1, and again, y'all know your girl is I'm on the up and up. I'm trying to get it together. I'm trying to get back into the flow of things. So yes, chapter 1, but that's a good thing, because if I am, that give you guys time to get it, catch up, and then we'll go from there. But the book that we're going to be reading is You're a Badass. Okay, so yes, let me know about that. And y'all, I didn't tell you. So okay, your girl is needing more water intake. I don't know who needs more water. Raise your hand. I know I can't see you, but I can feel it, that it's a couple of us who needs to do better with water. Yeah, I see you with your hand raised. You can put your hand down. Your girl needs more water intake. So I got this Stanley cup. Now, I'm not saying that the Stanley is gonna make you drink water, but it's a vibe. It's the new thing. It's trendy. You put it in your aesthetic pictures. It's a vibe, you guys. So my daughter had one for her 13th birthday. No, this was for Christmas. It wasn't for her 13th birthday. It was for Christmas. And I ended up getting me one recently. And this is what I'm going to be using to make sure that I'm getting my water intake. This is going to be my go-to. So this is what I'm going to put my water in. This is what I'm going to, and I love that it's a straw. Even though I know I think it's one that you can sip. But don't quote me on it, because I'm not Stanley Savage, but I think it's one that you can sip it like a cup. But I have the straw one, the big one at that. I think this is the 40. Let me see. Oh, y'all, I don't know what size this is. I think this is the 41 tumbler one, but it stays cold, y'all, and the water be so refreshing because it be so cold. It almost gave me a brain freeze to be that cold. But yes, y'all, your girl needs to have more water intake. And as y'all could probably hear, because I got the Blue Yeti microphone, I'm holding it. A little ASMR for you guys, if you could hear that. So yes, this is what I'm going to be using to just keep me on the up and up of tracking my water intake. I currently did y'all, I went on Lemon to get my inspo for my food intake for this month, because I was vegan for 3 months and I am looking to get back into it, but I jumped in it full throttle, did it good for 3 months, and then when the slightest inconvenience happened in my life, I literally dropped it like a bad habit, and it was a good habit. So I'm trying to lean back into it, but this time again, like I said, don't jump the hurdle full throttle. Take baby steps, go into it gradually, and just start. Okay, just start. Don't look for that, baby, you could do 100 miles in a day. Baby, we're not there. So when I say that, I just mean just take baby steps. that movement that you need, that water intake that you need, that food goal that you have, that body goal that you have, your reading goals that you have, maybe your social media presence, your relationship with God, whatever it is, your self-care. Maybe you want to save some money. Me too, y'all. Maybe you want to save some money. Maybe you want to buy yourself more clothes. Like, whatever it is, y'all, take baby steps. And before you know it, you're going to have a closet full of clothes and shoes. You're going to have a face that look good. Your body is going to feel great. You're going to have an amazing spiritual relationship with God. You're going to have your social media presence or whatever else it is that you all goals are. And I have to make sure to put it in our channel about the reading. And then seeing if you guys want to read, and then of course just some of you guys goals. So we're going to be asking those questions inside of the Instagram podcast channel of what you guys goals is, what are some things that you want to tackle with this 12-week goal thing. Let me know if you guys want to do it as a group effort, because we can. This podcast is not just a podcast for you to listen to. This is a podcast for you to become a part of the Becoming You community. And we are here. I am here to motivate you, to push you, to give you inspo, to give you tips and tricks that I use, suggestions, knowledge that I have from my experience that will cause you not to have that setback, but to kind of go forward because you're knowledgeable of things because of other people's mistakes that they've made, which is going to be, of course, me. So if you need that, you guys, again, do not hesitate. I am here. This is a community. This is not just a podcast. We are here for one another, and I want you guys to be a part of it. Okay? Deals. So I am going to be creating that content for you guys for the social media presence coming soon. And I'm, again, just taking baby steps. So me being consistent and presenting myself on here is already like an amazing pat on the back for me. So all I'm asking is that you guys could just be a little bit patient with me coming up with a system to where it is giving you guys that content that you need and that motivation that you need on a day-to-day. When you are on social media, when you are checking your emails from me, and when you are getting those notifications of the inbox for the podcast community. Okay, so yes, you guys, your girl is going to be coming up with some more t-shirts. That is another goal of mine. We are still Becoming You. We are still Bougie Brand Studio. We are still all things, okay, on being better, having a routine, creating habits, and just being consistent, okay, and showing up as our best self. So be looking out for that. If you aren't on the email list, go to our website. Everything should be in the description for you to be able to go and do all of that, and just get on the list so that you know when your girl is coming out with merch, when your girl has new planners and sticky notes and activity workbooks or whatever notebooks that I may create in the near future for you all. I've had so much fun on this podcast with y'all today. I am really kind of upset because I be wanting y'all to see me, and we'll get into a space of y'all being able to visually see me with this podcast. I just want to make sure that the setup is really nice and aesthetically pleasing for you all. Okay, we don't want y'all up against the wall and that's just that. We want to make it really nice, because Bougie Brand is all about the aesthetics, the pleasing, the looks of things, the flow of things, and just being well put together. It isn't always about the material things, but just being well put together. Okay, so we gonna make sure that the podcast look good before we present ourselves visually for you all, but it is something that's coming, so do not worry. You will see me. I will keep y'all firsthand with the upcoming or when it will be. Okay, so y'all will be the first ones to know. Don't worry. That's why being a part of the community is very important. Okay, so we're gonna end this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Your girl is getting super comfortable and just holding conversation, and no, not all the time is this gonna be formatted. Sometimes I'm just gonna come on here and talk, okay? So if we have topics, cool, but sometimes we're just talking, and that's okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Again, you will have everything in the description so that you can be in tune, follow, and just be a part of our community. We thank you once again for listening, and we'll see you here again next week. Bye.